Hi everyone, it's Dr. April Jasper here. I'm the editor of Optometric Management magazine, and I am so excited to be here at Vision Expo West with Brant Southwell. This is an amazing time. So for those of you who don't know Brant, he is the Chief Commercial Officer for a company called Avulux. And if you're like others out there, you might be saying, wait a minute, I don't know who they are. And so Brant's going to walk us through that. But what I want you to know is I'm really excited about this because I know for a fact that I have a lot of patients in my practice, Brant, that have migraines.
You have that in common with lots and lots of doctors who are here and all over the country.
So tell us about Avulux and why it has, what is this relationship with migraines?
Yeah, it's a great question. I actually, as long as I've been in the industry and as many products as I've been involved with, I really didn't know much about it when I first got involved with Avulux. I certainly knew conceptually about migraines. I didn't realize the prevalence, and I didn't realize how much migraine and light sort of go hand in hand.
Right.
So the relationship there is pretty straightforward. About 90% of migraine sufferers, light is a big trigger for them. So they also suffer from light sensitivity. Yeah. So that can mean it makes migraines worse, or even that it makes migraines happen in the first place. It can be a significant trigger. Obviously, migraines are multifactorial. There's a lot of things that contribute to them. Yeah. But the best way I ever heard it explained, and I'm just going to steal this shamelessly, is a neurologist named Carol Nelson who said it's kind of like a water bottle. And you wake up in the morning and your water bottle's empty. And then things like hydration and vasodilation and body temperature and stress and certainly light all sort of play a role in how your water bottle is filled. And if it overflows, you get a migraine. So if you can remove a significant factor from that, it just makes it much less likely to happen. So migraine, because of that, because of its intrinsic relationship with light, is such a massive opportunity for optometry to really play a significant role in that space, especially when you consider all of the various interventions right now that people are trying and just how invasive they are and certainly expensive they are. There's injectables and RX pills and over-the-counter pills and things that lose efficacy over time. Yeah. Something like a pair of glasses, very non-invasive, very safe, something that you can just put on when you feel those triggers makes a huge difference.
And they're stylish as well.
They're stylish as well, absolutely. That's one thing I love is just they're very agnostic. It's a lens. So, whatever frame style you want to go with, if you want a plano or an RX lens, whatever lens design you think is best for that patient, single vision progressive, accommodative boost, prism, no prism, all of that is fine with us, right? It's just whatever's best for the patient. You can just also handle their light management in an Avulux lens.
Okay, so Avulux is a lens, and that means that, like you said, I can put it in any frame. I can use it for any patient who has migraines. Tell me more about how this came to be and how I order these lenses. What do you have to do to be a practice that provides them?
Sure.
Go ahead. Because it's new. It's new to me.
It is. Well, it's new. It's really new to everyone. So I'll give you the very, I'll play against type and try to be brief, but I'll give you the quick history of Avulux. It was a long period of development, but really the product has just kind of broken onto the scene this year. So the development period was long, and there were a few, at-bats to really get it right. But the concept was very simple. It was just, okay, we know, based on a Harvard study and several other very popular studies, we know exactly what wavelengths of light have a triggering effect on migraine. And in fact, what wavelengths of light actually soothe migraine, which is in kind of the green space. Yep. So the challenge is, can you get incredibly selective with your photofiltration, with your light filtration, to block certain wavelengths while allowing other wavelengths? So, you see the Avulux transmission curve, and it's almost just up and down and up and down. And that took a long time to really nail that. And a lot of different methods, trying a laminate and trying an overmold and different technologies before finally getting it exactly right, where it's consistent, predictable, again, can be used with any lens design, very agnostic in terms of its usability. So it took a period of several years. Now, the most exciting thing, and a thing that I wasn't directly involved in, but certainly am happy about as a commercial leader, is they waited to launch the product until they actually had a peer-reviewed clinical study about the product.
That's good.
So they did a parallel arm, a double mask, placebo-controlled study, and proved out the efficacy of Avulux, both statistically and clinically significant. So it was impacting the life of the patient, and it wasn't random. And as a matter of fact, such an impressive result that the FDA, who traditionally stays completely out of Class 1, actually gave a perspective on Avulux and said, yes, this is a product that can market using a migraine claim.
Oh my.
So, so incredibly well-founded, and honestly, just you see the day-to-day patient feedback, it flows in, the survey data, the reviews online, all of those things. It's incredibly gratifying to see how well the product works. And so to really be bursting onto the scene this year, with all of that underpinning, makes this an incredibly exciting product to bring to the industry. I love it. I'm so excited to bring this to a lot of these great partners, doctors, alliances, labs, and give them this option again that can be really ubiquitously used for migraine patients.
So for me in my practice, for those of all of our listeners and viewers that are watching, they can, if they're here, obviously come to the booth at Vision Expo West. If you're not here, how do they connect with you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. So the easiest way is just to go to ecp.avulux.com. There's a button there that says Become an Avulux Provider. Fill that out. We'll attach you to a rep. You guys can start a conversation. The process of bringing Avulux in, another thing I really like about it, could not be more simple and straightforward. The last thing we want to be is have to shake up a practice's flow and here we need this at this spot. We don't want to do that. All we need to do is identify your migraine patients. And let me tell you, unlike other areas of optometry which are not so patient friendly, how are you gonna, you can't, like you can ask a patient, do you think you're a presbyope?
Right.
It's just an obtuse concept. Migraine is simple. Do you get migraine, yes or no? A migraine sufferer is going to know the answer to that question. So from a patient targeting standpoint, it's one question. And so we'll give you tools to identify those patients, make the conversations with them very easy, bring this into your practice. And again, it's very simple. Do you get migraines? Great. We can probably help with that. And a really cool thing that I like about this product as well is how additive it is to a practice's current sales and profitability, because almost all Avulux sales are second pair. Almost all.
Okay.
Because, you do have the very chronic migraine sufferers who are going to wear this every day. But they're the exception. Most people will only wear Avulux when they are, doing something that's triggering, like staring at a computer or outdoors under fluorescence, or they actually feel a migraine coming on. So they'll wear a plano over contacts, or they'll have a situational pair of RX, or they'll use a chemistry clip of Avulux. So there are lots of different ways to bring Avulux to a patient, but the great thing is all of them are additive. It's not cannibalizing anything that you're currently going to prescribe to that patient. It's truly something over and above.
I love that. Easy conversation to have. Now we have a solution that makes a lot of sense and doesn't require extra testing and a lot of conversation, a little bit additive. All of this is good. I can't think of anything that's a problem here, Brant. You guys have done a great job. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, and it's, like I said, it's been so gratifying. It's very rare in this industry, and I know we all try. We try to boil down different really cool technologies in ways that patients can understand. And we put a lot of time and energy as commercial leaders on the industry side, coming up with that messaging. Okay, how do you talk to a patient about that they're an emerging presbyope, or how do you talk to a patient about the different benefits even of AR, things like that. The fact that you can just say, do you get migraines? Okay. Does light make it worse? Okay. Yes to both of those questions, I can help. It's such a powerful tool in the tool chest of optometry, and I couldn't be more excited to bring it to the industry.
This is so good. Well, for all of you who are here in Las Vegas, come see Brant and his team at the booth. What booth is it?
We are P20039. So,
and if you're not here, they can reach you.
Yeah, reach us at, like I said, ecp.avulux.com. That's the easiest way. You can also shoot us an email. Just shoot it to sales@avulux.com. We'll get you out to your Avulux representative. Start the conversation again. This is incredibly easy to bring into your practice. We can get you started in a matter of days, really.
That's awesome.
So it doesn't require a lot of training and onboarding. Just talk to your staff. Here's how you talk to a patient. Here's how you find out if they have migraine. Here you go. Go forth and be successful.
I love it. Thank you, Brant.
Absolutely. Thank you, April.